Hi, I'm Todd Mendelsohn, and I'm going to show you how to get a perfect set of arms just like these. Alright, let's get busy. I want to show you the ins and outs of how to get a big size set of arms. I'm going to show you pros and cons. I'm going to show you trials and tribulations of what goes wrong and why everything happens. I'm going to show you bad form, I'm going to show you good form and the reason why. I'm going to start off with some of my most favorite exercises. We're going to go through an entire workout. I'm going to run through 3 gigs of this, 3 gigs of that, 3 gigs of this. It'll probably come out to 9 sets total for the arms. It's about all you need. All glycogen loaded up, ready to pump it up. So if you're ready, we're going to show you bad form first and the reason why. Alright. Bad form to me is going to be something like we're just going to slop this up and down and have no care in the world of what's going on. And what's going on here is I'm just using my tendon to curl this up and down and hoping something happens. Alright, let's get on to what I would consider good form. Good form is going to be your wrist is going to be cocked down slightly, not elevated up. Slightly cocked down, not too far, so it's detrimental on the wrist. Slightly cocked down. We're going to pull the elbows back and then start committing with your curl. Curl's coming up. Only thing that's curling is the bicep peak. Bicep peak is what's letting it down. We're going to curl it down what I'm going to call 3/4 or 7/8 of the way. We're not going to let this all the way down. Ends up getting a little bit too much tendon involved. We'll get into that when we start doing our hammer curls. So we're going to start off with the lower bicep curl first. Squeezing it up. Main gig here, we're not just going to let the weight down. We're going to pull it up, we're going to squeeze it. Now we're going to pull the weight down. Pull. See as I'm flexing the tricep on the downstroke? Squeeze it up, pull it down. We're not just letting it down. We want to tear muscle tissue on this downstroke. Squeeze, pull it down. Squeeze, pull it down. Squeeze, pull it down. Alright, so the main whole trick here is going to be on your upstroke of a bicep movement, you want to flex your tricep while you're pulling the bicep down. One muscle will work against each other and you'll feel it a lot better. We're looking to actually pull muscle fibers apart like a piece of steak. Pulling the fibers apart is what's making you sore. We're going to eat our protein to mend this back together. 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, and these muscles should be back together. So it's squeezing it up, pulling it down, squeezing it up, pulling it down, flexing the tricep on the downstroke. Try that yourself at home, people. Squeeze it up, pull it down. You're going to feel all muscle belly. You really want to concentrate on low muscle belly itself doing the work, and that all happens with that wrist cock slightly down. All right, I'm going to get started up on my workout here. This is something that's going to not be for the faint of heart. As you can see, I don't use a whole lot of weight. I got a set of 20+ inch arms right here, and it's what I use. I use a little bit lighter weight, but it's all about form, technique, and fashion. So I'm going to go 10 reps close grip for the outside head, 10 reps wide grip for the inside head, and then I'm going to take on a reverse grip angle so we hit the long head of the muscle, stretch it out, and what we call is that piece of polo meat at the bottom. It's that piece of muscle that hangs out of your polo shirt. See that? We're going to work on that piece right there. Alright, let's get busy. It's going to be fairly light to start. It's my warm-up. I want to make sure I get nice and warm. Elbows are back, and here we go. 10, pull it down. 9, pull it down. 8, pull it down. 7, pull it down. 6, pull it down. 5, pull it down. 4, pull it down. 3, pull it down. 2, pull it down. One more, pull. Nice. I'm going to go to my wide grip. I'm going to start thinking about the inside head right now. And squeeze it up, pull it down. Squeeze it up, pull it down. Squeeze, pull, squeeze, pull. 5, 4, pull. 3, pull. 2, pull. One more. Pull. Reverse grip. Take note on this one, people. Wrist is cocked down. Squeezing it up, pulling it down. Stretching out that piece of polo meat at the bottom, the low bicep. Squeeze it up, pull it down. 8, 7, 6, pull it down. 5, pull it down. 4, pull it down. 3, pull. 2, pull. One more. Yeah. Good first set. After every set, I want the arms up. I want them to be posed. If this is what they want them to look like, then this is what we'll give them. You want to pose them, you want to flex them, you want to make them exactly look like what you want them to look like. Big, round. People, this posing puts a lot of shape on the muscle. Gushes a lot of blood in there. And that's a good first one. About a good 10 seconds. All right, good first set. I'm going to up my weight. It's a good warm up. Wasn't like I was struggling too terribly bad. Put your weights on simultaneous if you can, people. It keeps from kind of looking foolish in the gym when you put one side on and you dump it. And everybody stares. You try to play it off. So if I can help you out. All right. Close grip, wide grip, reverse. Let's get it on. And again, flexing that tricep on that downstroke so I get maximum bicep pull. I want fibers to come apart. I want them to pull apart. Okay. It's time to get some. It's not still too terribly heavy, but now it's feeling heavy enough where I can good technique. And squeeze, pull. 9, 8, 7, pull. 6, 5, 4, pull the fiber apart. 3, 2, yeah. Let's change that grip. Wide grip's gonna hit the inside head. We need perfect set of arms. We need all heads taken care of. And elbows back. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Make sure you pull it down, Todd. 2, pull it down. 1. Nice. I need a reverse. Bring it on. Wrist is cocked down, scraping up the belly. Squeeze, pull, squeeze, pull, squeeze, pull. 7, 6, 5, pull it. 4, pull it. 3, 2, ah! Ooh. Ah! Whew. All right. Let me take a second here. They're starting to get their swell on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice. Nice. Keep moving, keep. Nice. Okay, let me take a moment. Get a little water during your sets if you need it. Stay hydrated. I'm going to do one more set of these. This was plenty enough weight. I could pull my own muscle fibers apart with this. If I had another 10 each side, it basically looks like I'm doing a 45-pound plate on each side. So think what you want, but that's what I use. I mean, I can control it. I can control the fibers in my arms. I can pull my own fibers apart. I'm not having to swing this to get it up. When I swing it, my tendons are doing the work, my lower back and my front shoulders, and that's in another day. So here we go. Let's bring it on while I'm still winded. Breaking a sweat, burning some fat, getting a little bigger, getting a little bit bigger, just a little bit. Pull it down, pull it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Pull it, Todd. 3, pull it. 2, yeah. Change my grip, bring it on. Why wait and suffer? 10, pull it down. 9, 8, 7, I'm starting to suffer. 6, pull it down. 5, pull it down. 4, pull it down. 3, pull it down. 2, one more. Make sure you pull it down. Yeah. reverse grip. I can feel the swell. All right, pick it up. Come on. Come on, head department, pick it up. Go. You want to get big, you go. You suffer. 9, 8, 7, 6. Get that long head at the bottom. 5. Get that long head down there. 4, 3. Pull it down. 2. One more. Really stretch that thing out. Stretch. Oh. Ooh. They're getting a little bit bigger. The reason why I know is because the skin is swelling. That's a good 10 seconds right there. All right, we're gonna move on. Keep feeling the behemoth doing his arms here. I'm gonna set up a different apparatus here. Another one of my favorites, which is gonna be a big sculptor. Let's get that out of the way. All right, cable crossovers. You might think, oh, that's not a mass builder. Well, I got news for you, because I learned from a guy 6'1", 315 pounds with a 21 3/4 inch arm. And right now, I'm just playing catch up. He did these, and it was relentless. All right, I got a decent amount of weight on here. I want to show you technique that I want versus technique that might not be so good. All right. I like to think of bad form as just spindled out arms doing their job, doing this bit. Yeah, that looks okay, but that's not how we pose on stage. We pose with our arms up, so we want to create our arms the way we want them to look. So you train them the way you want them to look. We want that piece of bottom muscle down there. We want this one at the main end to do its main stretching. We got that little piece down there. Really makes a difference. It closes in the entire bicep gap. Now, I prefer you to look at yourself and feel like a gymnast on this. You want to almost get yourself in like an iron cross. Flare your lats out. Get your lats all flared out. Now you're in a lot more of a stable position. You've got a lot more muscle mass to hold you together. Now we're gonna curl it like we would, like you're standing on stage. Front double bicep. Stretch them out. Front double bicep. Stretch them out. Not just letting them out, you wanna pull. I'm pulling them out. Squeeze, stretch. 16, 15, 14. Keep flared out. 13, 12, 11. Start to separate. 10, 9. You can't pull it in all the way, that's fine. Do what the muscle can do. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out. Oh, okay, that hurt. We're gonna squeeze after. Let me catch my breath, because I want a good squeeze. I want these to look like the champion's arms. Keep squeezing them. Make the peaks high. Fill them up full of blood. Ooh, they hurt. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's take a second. I'm gonna get a drink of water. If you need water during your workout, people, I personally work out in what we call the Roach Pit Gym. This is just a personal little studio that's got hardcore what we need. Superstar Rich Lieb and I, we train here, we do our gig, and we get big. We don't have any distractions. We wear what we want. As you can see, I don't know if I'd be allowed in some of the pretty gyms with this outfit, or if I could voice my opinions like I do. Yelling, come on Todd, pull it down, talking to myself. All right, these are stall tactics. Let's get on to the next set. I got plenty enough weight on there. I was suffering doing 20s. 20s are a good gig on this number. And I want to pull with that low bicep first, a little bit of a wrist cock, and 2-0, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, pull them apart, 13, pull them apart, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. My failure range is getting in there. 6. I can barely do it. 5. There's no quitting now. 4, 3, 2. Stretch that thing out. Stretch. Stretch and pull those fibers apart. That's a good set. We're going to squeeze and we're going to suffer because we don't come to the gym to maintain. That would basically suck. Just like they want us on stage. Front double bicep. Show them the mass. Show them the perfectness. Show them the peak on that muscle. Show them there's very little gap between that bicep and that forearm. Boom, baby. Boom. Get yourself excited about that. We're going to do one more set. I like 3 sets of these. The mere mortal might just walk away in 2 sets and say, oh, that's good enough. My arms are big enough. But if they ain't as big as this, then you need to do another set. So, face the facts, people. You understand what I'm talking about? I mean, when you come to the gym, you need to come get yourself some. Get yourself some! Here we go. 3rd set, I'm fired up. Iron cross, not just all spindly. Watch how much more muscle mass gets involved. Iron cross that bad boy. Flare it out, lads. Now, I'm involved. 19, 18, 17, pull, 16, pull them apart, 15, pull them apart, 14, 13, starting to suffer already, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. I'm going to pause while this set's going on and tell you something. When I'm suffering like this and I'm burning, I'm secreting growth hormone. And that's what you're all looking for. The more pain, the more growth hormone secretion. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. There's no quit. 4. Get your number out. 3, 2. Stretch. Oh. Time to squeeze. Because we want a perfect set of arms. If you don't squeeze and do those isometrics, it won't be a perfect set of arms. Because you didn't do everything that you needed to do. 9, 8. Could you squeeze any harder? All right, 6. Talk to yourself. 4, 3, 2. Yeah. You do these workouts, and I'm telling you, people, it's a whole nother story. Again, a little bit of a wrist cock on your pull. You're focusing on pulling with the low piece of bicep, squeezing the knot. Pulling it down. Squeezing the knot, pulling it down. Not just letting it down. It's the whole gig isn't just letting it down. Letting it down pulls the fibers apart. And that's what we want. Pull the fibers apart. And that's what makes you sore. 24 hours back together, 48 hours back together, 72 hours just completely back together, recovered if you ate all your protein. If you didn't eat all your protein, your arms, your body's gonna eat your legs to feed your arms amino acids that they're looking for. They're a required amount. All right, enough done with these. I did 3 sets. I'm going to go to something that's torturous. It's an isometric. Puts a lot of volumetric size on the piece of muscle. And it's a suffering movement. We're going to pull the weight up. We're going to hold it close to our belly. We're going to hold it for 1 minute. I got a clock on the wall. I can see it. And if nobody trusts me, you can time me on your iPhones or whatever's in front of you, because I'm not about to cheat. After we hold it for 1 minute, I'm going to suffer and I'm going to do 10 reps just to pull all the remaining fibers apart, and I'm done. Okay, here we go. I'm going to start on that 5, and it's on. And I'm not resting this on my waist. I'm literally holding it up above my waist. I'm looking to hold that peak on that bicep. This is traumatic to that piece of muscle. This piece of muscle has no idea what the heck is going on. Why am I doing overdosing movements right now? Why am I getting overdosed on? Listen to me, I'm starting to suffer. Panting's happening. I'm starting to burn. Now I'm secreting growth hormone. Now I'll get bigger and stronger. Ah! God! Hold it. Hold it. Hang with me. They are suffering. Got about 5 seconds. About 5 seconds. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's it. That's it. That's it. Suffer something terrible. Terrible consequence. Squeeze those damn arms, people. And if you feel nauseous, then put your head up and swallow and just keep training. Next, we're gonna go to triceps next. Biceps are done. I hit everything. On my first movement, I hit inside head, outside head, the long head. I took care of the whole thing. I flushed it out. We went to the cable curl, mainly to do a lot of shaping movements. Stretch out that low piece of bicep meat. Get it all stretched out so it's got a nice shape. And then we finish it off with a piece of suffering, the 1 minute hold. So let me change a piece of equipment around here. I'm gonna put a bench underneath. We're gonna start off with a nice piece of mass movement first. Get our bench. Every gym's got a Smith machine, people. And if you don't, then just get on free weight. Do it on free weight. It's all the same. I'm a mid-40er, so I kind of like the Smith machine because it puts me on a good guide. All right, got a setup level. I don't have too much weight on here. I want to show you bad form first. And then I want to show you good form and the reason why. All right, check it out. Let's get ourselves underneath here. You want to get this thing pretty much lined up on your lower pec. It's about where you want to be. If you got back problems, lower back problems, don't put your feet on the ground. It puts too much of an arch on your spine. Put your feet up because it's still stable. You want to put this weight on the palms of your hand. Not cracked over like that on the bones of your hand because you're going to be weak like that, pushing. There's no strength there. There's all your strength. MMA, they teach you a palm shot. Bam! We nail it right there, and all the power is delivered straight through. The whole system's strong. Let me first show you, and again, I prefer this, people. You're better off thumb around through the palm. You know, more pros are going like this, but all it takes is to dump 660 on your chest once. You know, it's no fun anymore. So, bad form first. Unbuckling and just letting it down and then hoping for some kind of push. Terrible. Just terrible. The reason why? There's nothing happening. You need to pull fibers apart. You need to flex the biceps and pull the triceps down and pull the fiber apart, then use the muscle mass to push that back up. Since our elbows are in tight, we've kind of got the rear head working here. Let's get a set of good form here. I'm going to pull on that downstroke, mass press, pull, mass press, back of the arm press, back of the arm press. I'm not just letting this down, I'm pulling it down. Flexing the bicep and pulling it down. Pull, flex, pull, flex, pull. I'm starting to get pumped already. My bicep is so swollen, it feels like a balloon. I'm pulling it down, pressing it, pulling it down, press. Note, it's always slower on the way down. I'm pressing it quick. I'm pulling it down. 3, 2, that's a good warm-up. That's a good warm-up. I'm gonna put a quarter on. You always want to get a warm-up. That's for sure. It's a new, fresh body part. If you think you want to last in this sport for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, do a warm-up. It's not like you got the Mr. Olympia or the Arnold Schwarzenegger coming up next week, so, you know, give your body a break. Here we go. Doing my job. Pulling on the downstroke, not just letting it down. I gotta pull the fibers apart. They gotta come apart. And strong. Pull, Todd. Quick thrust. Pull. Muscular thrust. Muscular thrust. I like to think of throwing somebody. Quick. Pull it down. I'm pulling, people. Pull. Pull the fiber apart. Quick thrust. Pull. I'm starting to go through failure already. Yeah, 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 yeah. Couple deep breaths, clear out your ATP. Let that ATP level rise back up. You'll be strong again for at least a couple, 2, 3. Boom! 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 Couple deep breaths. It's starting to really burn. Now I'm secreting growth hormone. Ah! Boom! Boom! Failure! Ah! But I know there's a couple left. Couple deep breaths. Get ready to get yourself some, because you can. Boom! Yeah, look. One more to the top, we're like, bah! Yeah. Oh. Whew. We're gonna squeeze right after. Squeeze. 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 Transfer the arms around for the different squeezing. Whew. Palm forward. It burns. Palm back. Burns. Oh, it burns. Sorry, people. Got some of that lat. Squeeze. Squeeze so you put the shape on it. Squeeze. Isometric, put the shape on it. Makes it hard. All right, here we go. You notice I don't wait too long between my sets. I don't like to get my wind to go away. I want to feel pain. I want to suffer. I want to know that I drove to my destination where I'm going to do damage to myself and do some bodily harm, but in a very nice, exquisite way. You ready? Bigger. We need these bigger. We need them bigger because you need to make sure that you're the biggest at the family picnic. You know what I'm talking about when the shirt comes off? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't be the one that looks like you've got that string hanging from your shirt, knowing that that is your arm. Do it like this. You ready? I didn't up the weight because I suffered on the last one. And I'm pulling fibers apart. Quick little press. Pull that sucker apart. Quick little press. Pull it apart. Muscular press. Muscular tricep press. Muscular tricep. Pull it apart. Muscular tricep. Pull it apart. I'm starting to feel. I'm starting to suffer. Suffer! I completely suffered. Whew. Couple deep breaths. Get the ATP level back up. Commit, because you can. Press with the tricep. Press. Look at the strength. Look at the strength. Suffering. One more. Because they're not as big as I was hoping they'd be. And press. Tricep press. Tricep press. Tricep press. Tricep. Up. Going up. Do or die, baby. Ah! Oh. Squeeze. 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 Ooh. All right, 3 sets there. I'm gonna consider my first warm-up my first set, so I'm okay with that. I'm actually getting a little nauseous because of the nice heat in this gym. Let me get